Oh my God. Yeah, that's why we're changing it. Look at that big split, that crack. This is part 3 of the E91 Race Wagon mini series. This isn't, actually it is a performance mod because it's making our wagon more stable by having a subframe that's not rotted out. Suspension will come eventually, but the important part was to fix the rotted out part. First order of business is to remove the wheels. Oh, I forgot, we got spacers on this in the back. There you go. Will this come out? Of course not, it won't. Same order of business. All right. We're also gonna need to disassemble a bit of the trunk so that we can have access to the rear shocks. So bring your seats down. I hope there's nothing. What we need is to remove these carpeted sections on both sides. Oh, let's get to it. First I want to remove this. All right, take this out too. Just by the way, to tell you guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going through it. I skipped over a bit. I was just exploring what the steps were, so I'm just going to give you a more detailed tutorial on the other side. Spoiler alert, a lot of 20-year-old plastics are going to snap and get obliterated. You're also going to need to remove your cushion right here. You need to remove it because it's in the way. Just here, there's a couple of tabs, plastic tabs. Just have to pry them out with a plastic tool. All right. Of course that one's broken too. So have these plastics break when you even just look at them. So there's a little screw right here, T20. Then you got this part here, just unclip it. And there's a little tab that can like go back. Please. You got this one bolt here for your latch. There's another screw on top right here. Sure. All right, so essentially then you got these two little top hats. All right, so D30, you want to put it here. Then you want to get an open wrench. You're gonna want to use big old impact. Never mind, just bolts off with what's left of the cushion. Yeah, this cushion is not supposed to separate. Okay, so it's just free spinning at this point. Now I think is the time where you take your little wrench. All right, same thing too. The cushion is disintegrated, but they're hard as a rock. Yeah, just for good measure, we're just gonna unclip the battery. All right, sorry for the weird viewing angles. This is the best I can do with basically just a car on jack stands. First order of business, we're gonna take off the exhaust now. You need to remove it. And I generally like to start here in the front and then move towards the back. I don't have the stock bolts anymore, so I'm not too sure. Or the proper size. Got another bolt. I know this bolt is not the correct one either. I mean, I think from memory it's like 12 or 13. Most of the bolts are 12 or 13, so. That's crazy. I'm gonna put like some blocks right here. So as I'm taking it down, this won't just slam on the ground. It'll just stay there. And once I'm ready to take off more stuff and this can just like lay on the floor, that's what I'm gonna do. So as you can see, I got my wood contraption over there. That should hold the exhaust while I remove this bracket. I don't think this exhaust is supposed to rest because right now it's just resting on this plate. Don't think that's how it's supposed to work. I mean, I guess that's what it is. Our car is like that. So these bolts are extremely rusty. So I'm gonna put some rust protection. We're gonna pray they do come out actually. T50. So get your 18mm. try and not hit everything on top. All right, so then the next hanger to remove is here on the differential. It's the same bolt that holds the differential, but if you just remove that one, you'll be fine. It will not fall on you. All right. So as you can see, I put the jack, hold the exhaust. As you can see, this has clearly been modified. We put a 135i muffler, like I said multiple times, 13 millimeter. Let's lower it gently. This is, yeah. How am I going to do this? That's the real question. Exhaust is finally off. So basically, now I want to focus on the differential. I want to unbolt the guibo and the drive shaft actually, but for that we need to remove this heat shield. To be honest, most of it still is all rusted, so there's not much holding it. It's all good. I mean, if ever, we'll just use bigger washers. Change of plans. I just realized we need to take the parking brakes out, and I don't feel like disassembling the entire interior. So we're gonna disassemble the brakes and try to disconnect the parking brake, like wire, whatever it is. 16 millimeters. Let's do it on the other side right now. Now there's this little screw that scares everyone. This one seems relatively new. Like a pro. All right. Isn't that great? Metal parts are coming out. Man, I hate these types of things. I really do. Wait, yeah, I think you have to push, right? Yeah, there you go. These parking brakes are shot. Yeah, there you go. All right, okay, so how it works is that this is like a latch, and you just latch in on your thing. Now, I think the only thing left is there's an Allen bolt in the back, like a little plate holding it. Once that is done, we can pull it out. Oh my God. Okay, so both brake lines are situated here. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why we're changing it. Look at that big split, that crack. So what you want to do is you want to squeeze these brake lines a bit, because slave cylinder to completely dry out. I know it's probably not the best, but if you squeeze them a bit, it should be fine. Brake line is twisting. As you can see, I tried off camera to remove the brake lines, and well, they both snapped. So we're actually gonna need to fabricate some new ones. So for the parking brake, I just decided to cut them off. There's just no point. They didn't work already, so let's just hope we don't get inspected. All we need to do now is to undo the bolts. So there's an 18 millimeter and a E18. So as you can see here, you have to undo this little wishbone before taking off the big bolt holding the rear subframe. Then once that's done, you can also undo the two back ones. Never mind, there's also a second 16 millimeter under this plastic trim. Back to the long bolt, so you can hold the subframe a bit. Okay. So now we got two bolts out. We're simply going to support the differential with our jack, and we're gonna undo the two other front bolts, and the subframe should slowly come down.
Yes.
And that's going to be the end of part 1. In the next episode, we will be fabricating new brake lines, reinstalling everything on our new subframe, and reinstall everything and finally get this E91 roadworthy again. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.